Here with Vanderbilt men's golf head coach Scott Limbaugh. Coach, it's that time of year again. You guys are hosting the annual Mason Rudolph Championship. Great quality field this year. How are you guys preparing for it, and just how excited are you to host this event again?
Yeah, I think it's always exciting for us. It's our first year in our new building, and so I think that's what gives you the home feel, I should say. Just being able to hang out, doing your normal routines that you do to come out here every day, and getting some home cooked meals, and all the things that make kind of playing at home fun. I think those are the things that are exciting, and then we just try to display excellence and the way our facilities look, the way we present ourselves, the way we play, the way we act, all of those little things that matter.
I'm curious about, the level of pride you take in this tournament, as well as your team, from the name to hosting and some of those things you just mentioned.
Yeah, well, thank you. I think it's great to bring up Coach Rudolph's name. Coach Mason Rudolph was a great coach at Vanderbilt and did a lot of great things. He was a great player, and just his love of the game. I think those are things, a gentleman and a true gentleman. I think those are things that I want our program to understand. I want the kids that come here to understand. I want us to, take time to thank the right people, be appreciative. I think that's always been a fiber of what we're trying to be. We understand that trophies are important. We want to win. We don't apologize for that, wanting to be the best golf program in the country, but we also want to represent our university the right way, and kind of the way the players before you have done. You want to always do things the right way, compete the right way, act a certain way. I think that's really important.
In terms of the weather this weekend, I know that's nothing new for you guys, but how do you view such a meaningful tournament through the lens of some really bad weather coming in?
Yeah, it's stressful for me. I have to worry about it a lot, I think. But as bad as it looks, it's actually gotten a little better. So we're thankful for that. Friday and Saturday are starting to look like great days to be able to play golf. And so I think that's encouraging to us. You have to make decisions to try to give all the student athletes the best experience. And our teams that come here want to have a 3-day event, and they want to be able to have tee time. So you have to sleep in and think about, your round in the morning, the kind of things that set you up for postseason. I think that's why we get a lot of teams that we get here but we also want to, present our golf course in a great way, and just so proud of our maintenance crew and everybody at Vanderbilt Legends Club that works so hard to help us put our best foot forward. So I'd like to tell our fans to please show up, outside of Vanderbilt supporting our kids. We got a lot of great young players coming in to play here, and I think it's a great opportunity to get really close to the future of the PGA Tour.
In terms of this beautiful building we're standing in, what's it been like to settle in here and have this as kind of a selling point, too, for the program?
Well, it's been phenomenal. It's been everything and more we could hope to me. Just the fact that, Chancellor Dearmeyer and Candace Lee, our athletics director, want us to be, I think they see the value of our golf program, kind of nationally and globally, I would even say. And Chancellor Dearmeyer has even spoken about that, just that golf's a global game. Vanderbilt's a global university. And we want to, it goes along with us wanting to host Korn Ferry playoff events here. Just to have that type of support from the university just means so much to us. And then, their commitment to our standard of excellence, and just our new practice facility. It's been great. And we do have a lot of young people that are excited about Vanderbilt golf. So that's outstanding.
Jackson was just telling us that, the format of this tournament this weekend, and even Chris was mentioning some of the tee times, really helps in the ramp up to the postseason, in that there are a lot of similarities. How do you view that as kind of a transition point?
Yeah, and that's what I was kind of referring to earlier, with the weather is like, because when we get to postseason, you're going to have a day where you don't tee off till 12:30. How do you handle that morning? You just sit around and look at golf scores and see what everybody else is doing, or just learning how to, focus on the right things, I think, is what we try to talk about doing. There's a lot of external stuff, and those are the things this team's got to do a great job. We've had a lot of teams before that have kind of just been able to focus on the great part of hosting, and those are the great parts of hosting are it's fun. You have fans. Like, our guys get pumped to have people out here watching them, kind of have an opportunity to we don't get to play necessarily a home game, and so to have that, but yeah, the ramp up to postseason is you may have like I said, an afternoon tee time. So that's what we try to do here with a single tee start, with tee times going from 8 till noon. Basically, it just gives you an opportunity, man, I'm sleep in a little bit. When am I having breakfast? When am I doing my stretching routine? I mean, all of those things where if you just a lot of our tournaments, you just shotgun start at 8 o'clock. So there are a lot of choices. You're up at 5:30, you're starting, everybody's doing the same thing. And everything just happens a little faster at most of our tournaments. So I think this is our last kind of step on the climb, so to speak, in our regular season before championship seasons begins at the SEC championship in a couple of weeks. So it's important for us to keep learning about ourselves.
What do you like about some of the teams that are going to be coming here and the competition level they bring?
Well, there's a lot of things that I like. I mean, I've got 2 of our former assistant coaches that I would say, were instrumental in us getting the success that helps us have a facility like this. Coach at Mississippi State, Dusty Smith, and Gator Todd, the head coach at Kentucky, our former 2 assistant coaches, getting to bring them back. And they take a lot of pride in having been here and kind of helping build the program. So that's first and foremost on my mind. But also, we got 2 of the top 3 teams in the country coming in this year. And we're not one of those top 3 teams in the country this year. And it hasn't been like that. I'm not disappointed in where we are, but we're certainly not happy about where we are. We want to be better. We know what we're capable of. And we just got to get a little bit more comfortable kind of owning what we're doing. And I think we got to get a few more players wanting to do the right things. But I think it's great to have great competition. I mean, any great competitor wants to play against the best. If you don't want to play against the best, you don't need to play golf at Vanderbilt, because then we're going to get their best. So that's kind of what's going to be the requirement, I feel like, this week.
So this is the last home tournament for a couple of great seniors here that's contributed a lot to the program, and Jackson Van Paris and Gordon Sargent. Just from their totality body of work here, just what have they meant for the program, and just how kind of just gratifying is it going to see them play just a couple more rounds here at Vanderbilt Legends this weekend?
Don't be getting me emotional, Chris. That's not going to make me happy. But yeah, I just want to enjoy all the moments. Those 2 guys have they've had different stories during their time here. Just the game of golf it's like the game of life. It's up, it's down, and it's all around, but it teaches us about our character. And you're always training your character. And I just think the way I see those 2 guys is they're very different, but they're so real, and they're just awesome people. Whatever they do in life, they are going to represent themselves at our university and our golf program with the utmost of class and integrity. And their parents are world class, and they've just been instrumental in all the successes we've had. But they make me a better man and a better coach. And so I'm thankful to have had the opportunity. I don't even really view it as coaching them. It's just kind of walking alongside them in the game of life. I think that's the reason you get into coaching, and then wins and losses are a part of that, and the ups and downs of life.
All right, Coach, we appreciate your time. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Yep, thank you. I appreciate it.